Welcome to the Curious Adventurer Show.
I am Miss Allison, and I must have my notebook when I'm exploring.
I am Miss Amber, and when I go on an adventure, I like to bring my backpack.
I am Miss Katrina, and when I am on an adventure, I always have my map.
I'm Miss Keon, and when I explore, I always bring my magnifying glass.
And I am Miss Hillary. I don't go anywhere without my compass. As curious adventurers, together we will visit ancient East Asian civilizations, learn tricky word patterns, and follow the adventures of the cat bandit. We hope you come get curious with us.
Hello, everyone. My name is Miss Hillary. Today, we are going to practice our reading fluency, which is where we practice reading with accuracy and understanding. Are you ready? Let's dive in. For today's lesson, make sure you have something to write with, like a pencil, and something to write on, like a piece of paper. I will give you a moment to collect your materials at this time. All right, so let's go ahead. Before we dive in deeper, let's take a look at our learning goals and standards for today. By the end of today's lesson, you will be able to read on-level text with purpose and understanding, read on-level text orally with accuracy, appropriate rate, and expression on successive readings, ask and answer questions to demonstrate understanding of key details in a text, and finally, describe how characters in a story respond to major events and challenges. We have spent a few lessons learning about our friend, the cat bandit. Do you remember why he's called the cat bandit? That's right. Our main character is constantly taking food from his family. Let's check out our chart over here and remind ourselves of all the things he's gotten into. Can you tell me? I want to hear from you. What things has the cat bandit already eaten? Wonderful. That's right. He's eaten a hot dog. He's eaten a chicken nugget, snack mix, ham, and most recently, fish. As I have said before, this cat bandit has quite the appetite and good taste in food, if you ask me. Today's text is titled The Milk. Boys and girls, do you like to drink milk? Do you? Maybe you don't. That's okay. I do like drinking milk, but I like to drink almond milk. I don't think he would want to drink almond milk, though. Do you think the cat bandit likes to drink milk? I'm thinking he might like to drink milk also. I wonder how he's going to get to that milk today. Before we start reading, let's review two vocabulary words. The first we're going to review is hung. Say hung with me. Hung. How many syllables are in the word hung? Just one, hung. If you said one, you're correct. Hung is the past tense for the word hang, which is when you attach or suspend something to a wall or to a string, and the lower part is dangling free. Oops, gotta add my hung word as well. For instance, I hang up my coat on a hook when I enter my home. I hung my socks on the clothesline to dry. Or I hung a picture frame on the wall. What is something that you have hung on a wall? Use the word hung in the sentence when you tell it. Great job. When we hear the word hung, let's dangle our forearm to show that this part is hanging, okay? And then we'll say hung when we do it. Try it with me. Hung. For our picture, I'm going to put up a picture of clothes that have been hung up. All right. The next vocabulary word we will review is spotted. Say spotted with me. Spotted. How many syllables are in the word spotted? Spotted. That's right, just 2. Spotted is the past tense for the word spot. Now, spot is a multiple meaning word and can sometimes mean like a dot or a marking. However, the meaning of spot in this case means to see something. For example, I spotted a deer in the woods. Or the mom spotted a spider on the wall. What is something you have spotted before while you were outside? Use the word spotted in a complete sentence when you tell about it. That's a great one. Wonderful job. When we hear the word spotted, let's point and pretend we are seeing something of interest to us, like this. Try it with me and say spotted when you do it. Spotted. Great job. For our picture, I have a picture of some people that have spotted something in the sky when they're looking through a telescope. And as a vocabulary review, the telescope has lenses, right? Just like we learned about in the fish. Wonderful job. In this story, we're actually going to come across one more vocabulary word, and this is actually a multiple meaning word. The word is lap, and I'm going to actually add it to our vocabulary chart because we're going to talk about this a little bit. Lap can mean 2 different things. It can mean the area from the waist to the knees of a seated person. That's one definition. And here is a picture where it looks like there is a dog and a laptop on this person's lap. This is one definition of lap. Another definition of lap is when you're taking food or drink in using your tongue. You're lapping it up, okay? So I'm going to add this definition over here. And our picture, to help us remember, we have 2 friends drinking or lapping up some milk. In order for us to know the meaning of the word, we're going to have to read it in context. So, while we read our story today, when we come across the word lap, I want you to determine which definition we need to use. And we're going to come back to that. So, but let's make a prediction. Do you think in the Cat Bandit Adventures in the milk, will we hear the word lap used with this meaning or this meaning? Go ahead and make a prediction. Ooh, why do you think that? Great idea, scholars. We'll find out. So far in the Cat Bandit series, we've not seen the Cat Bandit's family. So I'm not so sure if we'll see a lap, but you never know, we could. And since the title is called The Milk, I wonder if the Cat Bandit might lap up the milk. We're going to have to read to find out, though. All right, so let's just take a look at our punctuation marks to get us ready for our reading. Do you remember what these 4 types of punctuation marks are that we've discussed together? What is this one? Yep, it's a period, which is used at the end of a declarative sentence or an imperative sentence, which is a command. What's this one? It's an exclamation point. Do you remember what it's used for? It's used to show excitement, emotion, or to put emphasis on a word or a phrase. What about this one? It is a question mark. And when do we use question marks? That's right, when we're asking something. And finally, what is this one right here? It is a comma. Why do we have commas in a sentence? Commas help us organize and break up our sentences, and they force us to pause, right? Remember, commas do not go at the end of a sentence. They're only in the middle of the sentence. Remember, punctuation is very important, not only because it indicates the type of sentence we are reading, but it also tells us when we need to pause and how we need to inflect our voice. So remember, when you see a comma in a sentence, that's telling you to take a tiny break or a small pause while reading. We will see commas in today's reading, so make sure to be on the lookout and pause when we get to it. And the last thing before we read, I want us to review our onomatopoeia words, our sound words. I want you to try saying onomatopoeia with me. Are you ready? Onomatopoeia. I have a tricky question for you. How many syllables are an onomatopoeia? You can clap it out. Onomatopoeia. How many syllables? If you said 6, you are correct. Throughout the Cat Bandit adventures, we have had all of these different words. We've had swish, zipping, bing, smack, chomp, clang, and munch. How do these sound words enhance our story? Do you remember? Yes, they give the reader more description about what is happening, and it helps us visualize and even hear the action that's happening. All right, so now that we've discussed some vocabulary, we reviewed our punctuation and our onomatopoeia, we're going to go ahead and read the milk 2 times today. During the first read, we will read it together. On the second read, however, you will read aloud on your own. Based on the title of today's story and the antics of the clever cat bandit, I am very curious to see what the cat bandit will do to get the milk. What do you think will happen? Take a second and make a prediction. Wow, that's a pretty good prediction. I'm curious to see what happens in this story. I wonder if he's going to use a belt or the sunlight beam again to get his treasure of the day. As we read, pay close attention to the punctuation and do not forget to pause when you see a comma. Here we go. The milk. Once Beth left a glass of milk on the deck. The cat bandit spotted it. It was up where he could not get it. The bandit was sad. But then he spotted a string that ran from the shed to the deck. Mom had hung wet socks, wet pants, and a wet jacket on the string. The bandit grinned. Why do you think the bandit grinned? He may have grinned because he has come up with an idea on how to get to the milk. Let's keep on reading to see what the cat bandit is going to do next. The cat bandit went and got Dad's belt. Then he got up on top of the shed. He swung the belt on top of the string. Then he held onto the belt and jumped off the shed. Whiz! The bandit went zipping off on the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the socks off the string. Pop, pop, pop! He knocked the pants off the string. Thwack! He knocked the jacket off the string. Wow! On this page, we saw some exclamation points and commas. Did you hear how my voice changed when there was an exclamation point and the way I paused at the commas? I also see some sound words or onomatopoeia on this page. There are 3. Can you find them? That's right. We have whiz, pop, and thwack. These sound words are all referring to the cat bandit as he is sliding on the string with the belt and the clothes are flying everywhere. So let's go ahead and add these words to our onomatopoeia anchor chart before we keep on reading. So we have whiz, pop, and that final thwack. Awesome. Let's go to our last page and see how the cat bandit gets to this milk. At last, the cat bandit went zipping past the milk. As he went past, he kicked the cup with his leg. The cup fell on the deck with a crash. The bandit landed on the deck. Then, lap, 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 that was the end of the milk. I saw that the word lap that we discussed before reading was on the last page. How was it used? Do you remember? Was it used to refer to the cat bandit on the area from the waist to the knees of a seated person? Or was it used to take in food, to drink something, or eat something? Great job. It was used to demonstrate that the cat bandit was taking in a drink of milk with his tongue. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that on our chart. So that is the lap that was used in our story. Now, boys and girls, it is your turn to read the story one more time. I will show you the pages and will give you time on each slide to practice reading. I will highlight the words to help you stay on track. As you read this time around, I want you to be thinking about how the cat bandit gets to the milk. What are the events that lead up to it? If you finish reading before the minute is up, go ahead and start rereading the page again. The more we practice, the better readers we become. Let's get started. Good reading. Keep on going. Awesome job. I see some commas. Don't forget to pause. Well done. Let's go to the next page. All right, there's an exclamation point. I see some more punctuation. Make sure to pause at these commas. Good exclamation point here. Nice reading. Let's keep going and finish strong. I hope you pause at that comma. Make sure to pause at these next commas. Great job, boys and girls. Give yourself a pat on the back. Now that we have read about the cat bandit and how he got the milk, let's answer some questions together. I'm going to have a friend from the Curious Adventurers to come and help me. Professor Keon, is that you over there?
Hi, Miss Hillary.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
Can you help us answer some questions?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. We're going to let you answer, and then we'll have Professor Keon answer as well. So here we go. Boys and girls, what did Beth leave on the deck? Miss Keon, what did Beth leave on the deck?
Beth left a glass of milk on the deck.
She sure did. Probably wasn't a good idea, huh? I don't think so. So, boys and girls, help me out. Why couldn't the cat bandit get the milk at first? Professor Keon, why couldn't the cat bandit get the milk at first?
It was too high, Miss Hillary.
Ooh, it sure was. Okay, next question. What was the purpose of the string that stretched from the shed to the deck? Scholars, what do you think? Professor Keon, what do you think?
The purpose of the string is to dry clothes.
That's right. I use that often. I don't want to use my dryer when it's broken. Next question. How did the cat bandit get from the shed to the deck? What do you all think? Professor Keon?
He got to the top of the shed, swung the belt on top of the string, then zipped off on the string.
Wow. He has no fear, this cat bandit. All right. So, in the end, why did the cat bandit kick the cup? Can you all tell us? What do you think?
He kicked the cup so that he could drink the milk.
He sure did. Professor Keon, thank you so much for helping us today.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
Bye.
See you later. All right, boys and girls, I think we need to add to our anchor chart over here. What's the last bubble we need to put on here? That's right, milk. There are 2 more spots left, but you will learn that in a future lesson on another show. We're going to do one final activity. At this time, please grab something to write with and something to write on. I will give you a moment to gather your materials. If you don't have those materials, you can also just answer verbally. We're going to just do a brief writing activity. I want you to complete the following sentences that have been started for you based on the events of the story. You can write your answers, but again, if you don't have materials, you can complete the sentences verbally. So let's look at what our sentences are that we will finish and complete. So as the sentences are getting pulled up, I will tell you what they are. So the first sentence says, the cat bandit wanted the milk because, so you're going to fill in the blank. The next sentence is, the cat bandit wanted the milk, but. And finally, the cat bandit wanted the milk, so. So go ahead and answer the first question. The cat bandit wanted the milk because. And then the next question, the cat bandit wanted the milk, but. And finally, the cat bandit wanted, the cat bandit wanted the milk, so. Make sure you have your punctuation and capitalization, and don't worry about spelling. All right, boys and girls. So let's review what you could have said. Let's look at what my answers are on the PowerPoint. The cat bandit wanted the milk because he was thirsty. The cat bandit wanted the milk, but it was too high to reach it. And lastly, the cat bandit wanted the milk, so he used a belt to get on the clothesline and kick the milk down. All right, that's it for today's lesson. We talked about how strong fluent readers look at punctuation marks. We discussed vocabulary, we practiced our reading, and we learned some new sound words. All rights and credits for this lesson belong to Core Knowledge Language Arts. We would like to thank them for publicly sharing these materials. We will see you next time on the Curious Adventures. Bye!